Oh my god. Love that, we're all about the queer energy on this channel. Boop. This video is very kindly sponsored by DistroKid. I'll be talking more about them later in the video. Hello, welcome to this video. My name's Dan, aka Lucent. I'm a singer-songwriter, and today I'm going to be reacting to HALSEY's Manic as voted for by you. Yay! Let's go. Oh my god, hi. We're at the beginning of a new month, and as with every beginning of a new month, I get you guys to pick what I should react to. So basically, I go through your recommendations and I pick out 3 and then I put them up for a vote. And the top voted gets to be reacted to on my channel. So I did Phoebe Bridgers, I did Conan Gray, I did Sawayama, all amazing discoveries, thank you very much. Sawayama is like Dynasty is like one of my favorite songs of like the last, I don't know, 10 years? This month, we're going for HALSEY. So I don't really know that much about HALSEY. There are a couple of big singles, right? So she did the song Closer with the Chainsmokers, so I know that one. But I don't think I know anything else from her. So yeah, so I'll be interested to discover her today with you guys. Yay. So today, this video has been very, very kindly made possible by DistroKid, and they are sponsoring this video. If you don't know about DistroKid, they're a music distribution service. So if you're a songwriter or a singer, then you can put all of your music on all platforms. But specifically, they have this thing called Teams. You know me, like I'm a singer-songwriter myself, and actually something that is really important for singer-songwriters in 2021 is collaborations. Sometimes like on the biggest pop tracks, there are like 5, 6, 7 different collaborators, and DistroKid has this really cool thing called Teams. So you can set it up so it automatically distributes all the royalties between all your collaborators. You can have as many collaborators as you want. You can change the splits whenever you want. You can add and remove them. You can go back in time and look at splits from previous songs. So yeah, with DistroKid's Teams function, you can do so much. If you have DistroKid but your collaborators don't, they can create a DistroKid account for just $10, and then it's really easy to just like set it all up and get all of your royalties split between everybody. And of course, as always, DistroKid doesn't take any of your royalties. That's one of the reasons I signed up with them. You can start with a basic plan and see how it feels for you, but then also they don't take any of your royalties, which I think is something that some of the other distribution companies do actually do. So that's Teams, one of DistroKid's many functions. If you want to sign up for a DistroKid account, you can do so through my VIP link below. You can get 7% off your first year's DistroKid subscription. Isn't that lovely? Let's get on to the video. I've got my headies on. I've got my gaga in the background. Let's go on to the reaction. This is HALSEY's Manic. Okay, song number 1. This is Ashley. I wonder who Ashley is. Is that her? Okay. Ooh, some cool production going on already. Ooh, hello. Okay, so she's losing control of something. Maybe this is about her music. Ooh, nice. This is cool. Oh, oh my god, I love that. Oh, this is about a relationship. So she's really like cut up about something. So it feels like she's kind of really losing control of her emotions in a way. Something she's done that she can't reconcile. It's like she's looking in the mirror and she doesn't see herself anymore.
I'm gonna make them.
Cool.
I'm just in my own peace of mind.
Wow. It's quite introspective. I love a little bit of a spoken word moment. Is that it? Okay, interesting start to the album. It really feels like an introspective thing. Maybe that's setting up what the rest of the album's gonna be. At the beginning, I thought maybe it was about her own music and about her having control of her own music, because she kind of said like, looking in the mirror, something that I built myself, but I've lost control of it or something. That was the vibe I kind of got. But then there were other lyrics that kind of talked about like relationships, maybe like being far away from somebody and not being able to deal with the choices that they made and the things that she did. Yeah, but certainly like the center of the song is kind of a loss of self. Yeah, maybe the album is going to be about her kind of finding herself again. Okay, cool, love that. Let's go on to song number 2. This is Clementine. That piano is very oldie-woldy on the seaside. So she's grappling with fame. Hashtag buy rights. Wow. She sounds really lost. It's like not being able to get enough from people. Wow, it's quite dark. That's a cute kind of, that's a cool lyric. So she's reminiscing about this kind of connection that she's having with somebody, but it sounds manic, doesn't it? Because she's kind of doing this stuff, like really trying to get with this guy and really pushing herself out there, but then having a breakdown at the same time. It's the highs and the lows, you know? Wow, it's kind of, she sounds really lost. That shouting in the background really belies her true feeling, I think. That's sad, isn't it? Has a feeling of melancholy to it, the whole thing. Wonder why it's called Clementine. You'll have to let me know in the comments why it's called Clementine. That was quite a dark song when you really think about the lyrics. That central lyric, I don't need anyone. I don't need anyone, I need everyone and then some. It's like she thinks that she's independent on the outside, but actually, in reality, she has like some sort of hole in her that she's trying to fill with people, but it's never enough. Maybe she's missing the real connection because she's busy trying to chase everybody, but it's never enough, you know, everyone and then some. She's never going to be able to actually fulfill that hole that she feels she has in herself. The lyric itself does feel very manic, and the story she was telling about the guy and leaving her shoes on the floor so that he'd carry her and then having a breakdown. I have a friend who suffered from bipolar, and she described it in a similar way. Like these kind of periods of mania she'd have, it would almost be like she just couldn't stop, like she'd just keep going. But then the kind of depression was the other side of it. Yeah, something that like I think Halsey managed to translate into the music quite well, like that kind of feeling. Let's go on to song number 3. This is Graveyard. Okay, so we're not getting happier yet. I love the texture on that guitar. Nothing but skin, the weapon. This is cool beat, like toxic relationships, following all the way home, all the way down. Getting chills. Wow, this is cool. It really feels like so kind of edgy pop, but this lyric is like so dark. I love that, the rhythmic elements. Lock the door, you're drunk at the steering wheel. Oh my god. But she's still following this guy, you know, he's drunk at the steering wheel, he's making bad choices, he's potentially abusive, but she just keeps on going. Wow. And everyone's telling her that she's making a mistake, but she's still following him. She must be in such a broken place. Ugh, this is sick. I love this. Oh, amazing. Wow. Oh my god. The warning signs feel like they're butterflies, like, and then, oh, wow, amazing. Wow. Oh, I liked that. That was very good. That was like a really good intersection between contemporary pop production and musicality, but this lyric that's like so reveals like she's in such a toxic relationship. But when you're in a place where you have like self-loathing maybe, or like low self-esteem, you feel like that's the kind of love you deserve in a way, or that you don't deserve real love, or that you couldn't get anybody else. So you follow them into this toxic relationship. You keep on digging and digging and digging until you're lost with this person, and you're following them through all the bad decisions, and you know it's toxic and everyone around is telling you it's toxic, but you still do it. Heavy, but brilliant. Really, really well done. Like, to wrap that all up in like such a kind of cool like pop package is really good songwriting. Yeah, okay, so I'm adding that one to my current bops playlist. If you haven't checked it out yet, I've got like a playlist going that's like my favorite songs from these reactions, like the current stuff I'm listening to. So I'll leave a link below if you want to follow that playlist, then you can kind of listen to what I'm listening to. Isn't that fun? Okay, let's go on to song number 4. Four. This is You Should Be Sad. Maybe it's like after a breakup or something. Cool. Bit country. Very country. I like the rhythm of this. I just need to get it out. Right. So she's finally standing up to this guy. Ugh. Wow. So she's breaking up with somebody. She tried to help him, tried to get him through it, but he was just a toxic person. Cool, beautiful. That's really cool. The production is so like, yeah. She's really just standing up to him for once and for all. Like, this is not okay. You can't love anything unless it's in it for you. Wow. But she's still sad from the end of this relationship because she tried to help him, she tried to fix him, but it's not the way it works. I like this kind of country rock kind of vibe she's got on this track. Unexpected, but quite good because it's kind of telling almost like a country like story, isn't it, in a way? She's really getting heavy with these lyrics, it's so real, you know? She's really dug deep to get these lyrics, you can tell. From his reaction, if he's not sad about it, you can tell he's just broken. And you're good to get out of there, Halsey. Last thing I expected was like a kind of country rock song, but there you go. Yeah, I quite liked it, and I liked those country elements, actually. It kind of gave it a bit more kind of grit, which really kind of went with the feeling that she had had enough and she was ready to draw the line and just be like, no. And I'm really glad I didn't take things further with you. I'm really glad I didn't have a baby with you because you can't love anything unless there's something in it for yourself. Like, isn't that so, like, real? Do you know what I mean? Like, she must have had to like really like dig in deep to pick out like that kind of lyric and that kind of story. It's yeah, admirable. I like it a lot. If you're new to my channel, hi. Like, I'm a singer-songwriter myself, so I love to like dig into like the meanings behind all the songs and everything whilst I'm doing my reactions. And if you like that vibe, then please feel free to subscribe to the channel. Oh, that rhymes. Oh my God, I'm a poet, and I kind of did know it because that's like what I do. And also, yeah, if you like this video so far, then please give it a like, you know, go for it. Let's go on to the next song. This is song number 5, Forever Is a Long Time. Aw, oh, I like that. The piano, it's beautiful. Yeah, not being real, fostering fake relationships. Ooh. Oh wow, I love a thunderstorm in a song. Wow. Oh my God. The rain. Oh. Wow. Musically, this is so fascinating. And then that production with the ambient recordings. I love that. It's a favourite of mine. This is a fascinating song to have, like, partway through the album when it's, like, the rest of it's been fairly pop, you know? Oh my God. Oh my God. Excuse me? Oh my God. That ending was like, it had like lulled me into a false sense of security, and then it was like, and I'm like, meh. Wow, amazing. Okay, adding that one to my playlist as well. That was like so cool. Like what she did with the piano, it's a mode. I'm not sure which mode, but it's a good mode. And it's like, yeah. So like the storyline, it really feels like she's talking about all these things that seem fake. It's like she's had this realization that she's kind of been doing the wrong thing for all this time. She's looking back and thinking, was I going to do this forever? And like kind of saying, nope, draw a line under it. Really cool. Love that. So next we have song number 6. This is Dominic's Interlude, which is Halsey feat. Dominic Fike, or Fike. I'm not sure how you pronounce that. Oh, I love a Foley door opening moment. Interesting. Lovely melody. Ooh. So cool! Yeah, I'm gonna have to look up the sky. Oh my God, this is so cool. Amazing. That's so cool. Wow. Like, that's such a cool idea to have like an interlude that is like somebody else. It breaks it up, like not only with like his voice and his like perception, but also like the production on that was totally cool, really unique. It feels like the album is getting like weirder and weirder as we go on, and I like that. I wonder where we're gonna end up. Okay, so this is song number 7. This is I Hate Everybody in capital letters. Same key. Sounds like a doorbell. Wow, cool imagery. Yeah, there's a lot of self-doubt here. It's almost like a defensive thing. Wow, yeah. So it's kind of like a self-destructive phase that she's been in, but I think she's aware of it now. Too much. The production's really cool. Not how you'd expect it to go, you know? It's really sad, actually. It's kind of tongue-in-cheek, but has a real kind of hidden sadness, you know? Yeah, I don't think you do. That was like a really interesting song because it kind of, like, production-wise, it didn't go where you expected it to go. Like, the drums never picked up, which was really cool because it really kind of plays with your expectations, which I really like in pop music. So like lyrically, it's a really kind of self-destructive place that she's in, kind of like putting out these vibes that I hate everybody, I'm above everybody, but actually she's trying to like get with everybody. She's trying to make anybody love her because she feels if she can convince somebody who doesn't want her to love her, then maybe she can love herself, which is so heartbreaking and like kind of hidden in that song, because that song in itself is kind of like tongue-in-cheek, you know, very much like, hey everybody, you know, it's in capital letters. It's almost like the song itself is like a defensive humor, but then in reality there's that kind of dark undertone which is kind of revealing like this kind of really self-destructive behavior. It's really cool. Like, that's so well done. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of nuance in that. To put that in a pop song is really, really cool. Yeah, impressive. Okay, so this is song number 8. This is 3 a.m. What's going on at 3 a.m.? Nothing good happens at 3 a.m. Ooh. Oh. Oh. Wow. So she's in a club trying to hook up with somebody. But she's not fine, is she? Cool. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yes. I love that. What they've done with the guitar. It's really like, yeah, so fucking cool. This is sick. This is such a good song. It's kind of like she's tripping over her words. It's like there's so many words. It's like blah, 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 blah. You know what I mean? Yeah. Trying to like find somebody to hook up with because she's desperate for that little morsel of attention. Oh my god. Oh. Oh, wow. It's like a booty call type thing, isn't it? You know, she's left the club and she needs somebody to go home with because she can't go home alone. God. It's almost like she needs the apps. She needs the, like, to phone somebody because without it, she's going to end up alone. And she can't deal with that, can she? Answer phone.
Your best song is the song that's currently on the radio.
Wow.
How many people...
That having an answer phone message at the end is kind of like, kind of dark. I don't know. Do you know what I mean? Wow. Okay, that's my favourite song so far. I'm adding that straight onto my current box. Oh my god, that's so cool. What they did musically, like that's the thing that gets me going, is when they go somewhere slightly unexpected musically. And that certainly did that in that chorus. Like... And it's almost like she can't quite get what she wants. She's not. You're not really getting that resolution because she's not really getting that resolution, and that is so really, 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 really amazing songwriting. I love that. So like the story is like, so she's gone out, she's get drunk, and she hasn't found anybody, so she's calling. There were so many phone elements. I was gonna say at the beginning that it sounded a bit like a phone, and then the guitar came in. I was like, oh, maybe it's not a phone. So you know, just saying. So she's like, so she's out and she's calling, and she's like trying to find somebody to hook up with because she can't go home alone, and she's kind of admitting that she needs to kind of find this person through this phone. She needs to call somebody and get them to come over because if not, she'll be alone, and she can't be alone. Do you know what I mean? It's like, I can really relate, actually. Like, I went through a phase of like, every time I went out, it was like, I need to get with somebody or I'm disappointed. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, it's a really kind of troubling headspace to be in, and I can really relate to her. But yeah, amazing. Love that. So cool. Let's go on to song number 9. Bloody hell. This is Without Me. Ooh. I like those lyrics. Oh, I know this one. Oh, I know this one, yeah. Thinking you could be without me. I was gonna say, this sounds like a single. It seems like a continued story of her relationship with the person she broke up with earlier on. She put herself out so far for someone, but they didn't deserve it. So they just took advantage of her. Yeah. It's like, I built you to that point, and now you're like, you think that you can get by, but it's just fake, it's not real. I knew that one. I didn't realise that was Halsey. I guess, like, looking back, that makes sense. Well-written song. Yeah, it's like, she's looking back at this relationship and kind of like, how are you still being so cocky? And how do you have that confidence without me being the one to kind of build you up and make you better than you are? Do you know what I mean? Okay, let's go on to the next song. Song number 10. This is Finally / Beautiful Stranger. So maybe she's going to meet someone new. Ooh, yeah. We're going country again. Yum. Cute. Oh. Oh. How cute. Oh. 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 Beautiful. I love it. Oh. Oh. Okay. Oh, it's finally safe for me to fall. Oh my god, I love that. Sounds like she's finally managed to move on, and she finally feels like she's found someone she can trust again. Love it. Oh, I love it. It's so cute, isn't it? I love that lyric. That's great. I love it. This is so beautiful. Oh, that lyric is so good. It's really beautiful. I love that. That was so good. Oh, I got tears in my eyes. That was so beautiful. And it really feels like after all these songs, which are very, like, lots of self-doubt, there's obviously been this, like, terrible relationship that she had with this guy who is, like, you know, meant that she doesn't really trust anybody anymore. And finally, she's found somebody that she trusts, you know? It's finally safe for me to fall. Lyric of the week, lyric of the year. I love that. That's just so good. I'm gonna have to steal that lyric. Let's go on to the next song. Oh, okay. So this is Alanis's Interlude for Alanis Morissette. Okay, that's really cool. So this is song number 11. Hello. Whoa. Okay. It sounds like Teenage Dirtbag, doesn't it? What's she saying then? She's saying pussy. Yes, there she is. He or she. Okay, there's lots of bi energy here. My girl. Yeah, okay. That is, she's definitely saying that, isn't she? Oh, okay. So is this like her discovering her bisexuality? So cool. Doesn't matter to me. It's really like, yeah, love it. I never felt the difference. Maybe this is a little bit more like pansexual, you know? I'm tired of the labels, yeah. Damn all the labels. That doesn't sound like an interlude. I think she mentioned something earlier that was kind of giving me a bit of bi or pansexual energy. Maybe this new person that she's found is actually a girl. Maybe this is where I want my love to be, you know? Ooh. This one is very much clearly bisexual or pansexual. He or she is her or he is love, and all that kind of stuff. It's like very much saying, I don't see the gender, damn all these labels, why do we have to have these labels and everything? Yeah, cool. So really yeah, maybe she's like really starting to discover her love for both guys and girls. I love that. Love that, love that. We're all about the queer energy on this channel. Beep. That's my song. Let's go on to the next song. This is song number 12. This is Killing Boys.
You're killing people. No, I'm killing boys. Placeholders, they come and they go.
You're killing people. No, I'm just killing boys. Hilarious. Love it. This is cool. I love the build. Oh, yes. I'm so excited for this to go off. Oh, yes. Yeah. Drawing a line under that relationship once and for all, I think. This is so cool. Oh, amazing. Oh, ha. I don't need you anymore. I'm letting go of all that dark energy, all that sadness, you know? Love it. It's so cool. The production on that was so cool. There's something like almost kind of Foley, almost like found sounds kind of about the rhythm there. And it just like, I loved how they played about with where it came in and where it came out. It really kind of gave you a sense of build and then kind of took it away. Like it didn't go into like a big place. It kind of kept it simmering and kept the tension going, which I thought was really clever. Love that. That was really cool. Let's go on to Sugar's interlude. Oh, okay, here we go. So this is Sugar's interlude with Sugar and BTS. Ooh. Sounds like it's out in the, you know, in the countryside with the bugs and stuff. Cool. Hi. I mean, I can't do a lyric interpretation of this bit, but I haven't heard BTS rap before. Cool. I love having these features as like interludes from her thoughts. Feels like it's breaking it out, you know? Like Sugar's trying to find themselves after a big change. Maybe that's like representative of what Halsey's also doing with this album. It's that, well, now she's got past this guy, now that she's embracing her love for men and women, where is she now? Who is she now? She'll have to find herself again. This is a cool song. It's not really where I thought it was going to go from the beginning. Whoa. Aww. Yeah. Like that kind of old piano is very kind of distant from a lot of the other production. It's quite cool. Yeah, really cool. Like that kind of interlude. It kind of breaks it up, sounds a bit different, but I think it still seems to be like along with the same storyline that Halsey's going through, you know? Cool. Let's go on to song number 14. This is More. Realization. Oh, this is beautiful. Oh, this is really cool. It kind of sounds like this person isn't real, actually. Maybe she's just sick of having relationships that don't work. She actually wants something more, even though people tell her that it's not real, you know? It sounds like a music box. Oh. It could be a friend, couldn't it? Maybe there's a friend that she's wondering is even, like, could be even attracted to her, you know? Oh. Cool. Again, another song that doesn't quite go where you think it's going to go in terms of the production and stuff. It didn't, like the drums never really came in. It was quite cool. Yeah, it kind of felt dreamlike. It really did have that sense of like being kind of half asleep and kind of dreaming of a kind of perfect romance. Like to me, I wasn't 100% sure. Let me know what your interpretation of the song is in the comments, but to start with, I thought maybe it was about like a dream person, like somebody who didn't actually exist and was kind of a perfect love, and all our friends were kind of saying that it's not realistic, and yet that would still make her kind of want it even more. But then it seemed as if like when she was saying that she's loved this person since they were kids, maybe it's a lifelong friend who she's kind of always kind of have feelings for, but until this point hasn't really realized, or maybe never made a move because she doesn't know whether they'd be interested or not. It could be another girl that she's interested in and she doesn't know if they're gay or bi or straight or whatever, and is worried that like it's never going to happen. Really cool and really like relatable, you know? Cool, so let's go on to the penultimate song of the album. This is song number 15 and this is Still Learning. This already sounds like it's going to be more of a poppy one. There it is. Cool. Kind of has like a Cuban feel, doesn't it? Yeah. She's reflecting, isn't she? She's trying to make right the wrongs. Ah, okay. So she's met somebody and she knows that she loves them, but she still hasn't quite figured out how to love herself yet, you know? Oh, I love it. Yeah. Yeah. Intimidated by her fame, you know. It's really fascinating seeing into the heads of these people who have had major successes. I think you kind of expect them to be happy, and maybe they expect themselves to be happy, but if there isn't like a stable grounding for self-love, then where's that happiness gonna come from? It's not gonna come from money, really, is it? You could be comfortable, but doesn't mean, you know, that you love yourself. Yeah, cool. Yeah, I like this a lot, actually. Yeah. It doesn't sound super sad, like it has a melancholy side to it, but I think she's kind of okay with the fact that she's not perfect yet. To look back at like the album, to look back at her life up to this point and kind of have the confidence to say, I'm not there yet, but I will be, I think is quite a good message, you know, quite a realistic message, you know. It's not I found myself, boom, done, draw a line under it. It's, you know, I'm still figuring things out and I hope that you can stick with me whilst I do that because I love you, but I'm still learning to love myself. Oh, yeah, I really like the message of that. Right, before we go on to the last song, little PSA. If you've liked this reaction, then please give the video a like. And if you like me, if you like this style of reaction, then yeah, then feel free to subscribe to the channel. I do new reactions every single Friday. Cool. Right, okay, let's go on to the last song on the album. This is 929. Oh shit, is that the George Floyd thing? Oh my god. Saw that on the news today. Yeah, 9 minutes and 29 seconds. So let me know, like, I listened to the song obviously, but I was watching the news today and one of the things the lawyers, it was in the George Floyd hearing, and the guy said that 929 was like the important number because that was the amount, that was the 9 minutes and 29 seconds was how long he was on him for, you know. I don't know, you'll have to let me know if there's a link there. This is the last song. This is 929.
I really was born at 929.
Oh, oh, okay. Coincidence then. Okay. Born on 929. Is that a birthday as well? Self-reflection on her, the reality of her fame, I think. Oh, is her real name Ashley? Yeah. So it's a kind of full circle moment, yeah. Oh shit. Yeah. Yeah. She was born at 926. Yeah, that's the end. Okay, so that didn't have a relation to the George Floyd thing. That's actually kind of just like a weird coincidence. That song is really good. It's a really actually brilliant finale because it's kind of stripped back. So it kind of feels more of a self-reflection because it's kind of dry and kind of down to earth. And she almost like lists what happens in the album, you know. You know, she loses the love of her life to the ivory powder, and then she realized that she wasn't in love then and she's still not in love now, and she's so glad that she's figured it out. It's like this is the journey of her going through the album. And she talks about, obviously the first song was called Ashley, it's about self-discovery, and here she's still finding at the end that she's still finding herself, but she's glad for what she's learned since then. Cool, yeah, I like that. Really cool full circle moment. Cool, so that was the whole album. Yeah, I really liked that. That had some really great kind of big pop moments that I really appreciated because I am a pop guy at heart. But it had such a kind of like really digging deep for some of those lyrics, especially earlier on in the album. It was just really like bearing it all, really dark, and she wasn't afraid to go there. Do you know what I mean? And I loved following her journey. and her reflecting on the mistakes that she's made and the kind of person that she was and how she's managed to kind of pull herself out of that one song by song, you know. Really like it, really cool. Oh, thank you so much for recommending this album. Another brilliant recommendation. Honestly, I can't go wrong with the albums that you guys are recommending to me. If you have another album that you think I should react to, then make sure to comment it below and I'll add it to my list and maybe I'll put it on the vote for next month. Thank you again to DistroKid for sponsoring this video. You can get 7% off your first year with my VIP link. Cool. Okay, before we finish though, let me do the song of the week. Okay, so for the song of the week this week, I'm gonna go with Years and Years. So they're a band that I loved when I was in my early 20s. Some of my formative like gay experiences with Years and Years' music. Some of the first time I actually heard male pronouns used from a male singer. And the song I'm gonna go with is called Memo. It's almost like this little song at the end of the album that almost doesn't feel like it's almost demo-like in a way, but it's just so beautiful. And it has some of the most bare lyrics on their whole debut album. There's this lyric, "Let me take your heart and love you in the dark, no one has to see." I think the story is like being with somebody who isn't necessarily comfortable coming out of the closet, but he's offering to nurture this person and to love this person despite the fact that they're not willing to be out with him. And it's just so loving and so beautiful and so sad as well. Such a wonderful song. Yeah, so that's Memo by Years and Years. I'll leave a link in the description to my Song of the Week playlist and you can check it out. Thanks again. I'll see you next week for another reaction. Cool. Bye.